The Shattered Stars. Chapter 1. The Bridge of Storms. The rain battered Florence that night as if the heavens themselves were mourning. Elena leaned against the stone rail of the Ponte Vecchio, clutching a damp letter. Her pulse echoed with the river's roar beneath her. She was only 19, but sorrow had carved lines into her face that no youth should wear. Matteo appeared out of the darkness, tuxedo torn from his desperate flight from the opera house. His black hair clung to his forehead, his chest heaved. His family, the de Rossi, had sworn him away from her. A de Rossi did not mix with the disgraced blood of the Ferraris. But he could not stay away. "Elena!" he shouted, voice cracking against the storm. Her head snapped toward him, her dark eyes shimmering. "You shouldn't have come." He strode forward, defiant. "I don't care. I'll fight them all. I'll give up everything for you." The letter trembled in her hand, her mother's last warning. "Leave him or they will destroy us." But as Matteo's hands closed over hers, his warmth piercing the cold rain, her resolute wavered. "We can run," he whispered, forehead pressed to hers. "Tonight, Rome, Paris, anywhere, just say yes." And she kissed him, fierce, desperate, like a confession to the stars. But in the shadows, a figure watched. Alessandro, Matteo's older brother, his fists clenched, his heart poisoned. Betrayal had begun. Chapter 2. The Mask of Devotion. For weeks, Matteo and Elena met in secret. Old wine cellars, forgotten gardens, church courtyards cloaked in incense and candlelight. Every kiss was stolen time, every touch a rebellion. But Alessandro followed him. He saw the letters, the trysts, the vows of devotion whispered like prayers. At dinner one night, Alessandro leaned close to his father. "He's throwing away our family's name for her." Count de Rossi's eyes turned to iron. "Then we will remind him what loyalty means." The plan formed quietly, disguised as concern. Alessandro befriended Elena in secret, presenting himself as an ally. "Matteo's too reckless," he said softly. "He will bring ruin to you both. Let me protect you." Elena wanted to believe him. Matteo's fire scared her as much as it thrilled her. She saw the danger he courted, and Alessandro's calm voice was like a hand on her shoulder. Yet every night, Matteo's arms burned the doubt away. She did not know Alessandro's devotion was not brotherly. It was poisoned love, twisted, hungry. Chapter 3. The Secret Betrayal. The night of the masquerade ball arrived. Gold masks, chandeliers, violins soaring through velvet air. Matteo smuggled her inside, dressed as a servant, slipping her through hidden stairwells until she stood beneath glittering crystal, a princess among wolves. But Alessandro saw her, and he struck. When Matteo went to fetch champagne, he cornered her on the balcony. "You're destroying him," he hissed, mask glinting. "If you love him, leave him before it's too late." Elena's breath caught. "You don't understand." "I understand everything," Alessandro snapped, his hand gripping hers, almost cruel. "He was meant to inherit this family, but I see how he looks at you. He'd burn the de Rossi name to ashes for a girl whose family is already disgraced. If you stay, you doom him." His eyes softened just enough to confuse her. "Come to me instead. I can protect you both. Let me be the one." Elena staggered back, horror dawning. Alessandro's obsession was not concern, it was hunger. And then Matteo appeared, holding 2 glasses, smile fading as he saw them. "Elena!" Alessandro's mask of civility returned in an instant. "I was warning her, brother, warning her of what your recklessness will cost." The lie dug deep. Seeds of doubt sprouted in Matteo's heart, though he crushed them with a kiss against Elena's trembling lips. But the crack had been made. Chapter 4. The Fire. It happened a week later. The vineyard fire consumed the night sky, flames licking at heaven itself. The de Rossi's estate burned while bells rang through the countryside. Whispers spread. Sabotage. Some said the Ferraris sought revenge. Others whispered Elena's name. Matteo refused to believe it, but evidence appeared. A servant's testimony, a scarf left behind, too perfectly placed. The Count seized the chance. This girl is the end of you, Matteo. Choose, your family or your ruin. Matteo spat at his father's feet. Then I choose ruin. He fled into the night with Elena, their shadow swallowed by smoke. But Alessandro followed, blade hidden beneath his coat. Chapter 5. Blood on the Stones. They hid in the hills, surviving on bread and stolen wine, planning their escape to Paris. One dawn, as the world turned silver, Alessandro found them. Matteo, he called, voice steady. You'll damn us all. Hand her over. Matteo stepped in front of Elena, fists clenched. You'll have to kill me. The brothers clashed, steel against steel, rage against love. The duel painted the stones with blood echoing through the valleys. Elena screamed, rushing between them, but Alessandro's blade cut deep. Matteo staggered, crimson blooming across his chest. He collapsed into her arms, gasping, "Run, before they—" "No," she sobbed, clutching him. But Alessandro's hands shook as he lowered his sword. His eyes brimmed with tears, for he had not wanted Matteo dead, only Elena his. Yet he had slain his brother, and the weight crushed him. He fell to his knees. "Forgive me." Elena's scream shattered the dawn. Chapter 6. The Shattered Stars. Matteo's body was buried in secret. Elena disappeared. Some say she drowned herself in the Arno, her white dress drifting like a ghost beneath the Ponte Vecchio. Others whisper she fled, carrying Matteo's child, a living flame of their forbidden love. And Alessandro? He returned to the de Rossi estate, hollow, silent. The vineyards grew again, but he never touched wine. At night he wandered the halls, hearing echoes of his brother's laughter, seeing Elena's eyes in every shadow. The de Rossi name survived, the Ferraris faded, but the stars above Florence burned on, witnesses to a love too fierce for the world to contain, a love that ended not in happily ever after, but in ashes, blood, and whispers that still haunt the night.